All right, guys, welcome back to week 8 pressing. Today, I am on the second week of allowing my knee to rest a bit, so I don't really want to be doing any jerks. I started out with just a little bit of movement, a little bit of strict press, and worked into some heavy push pressing. I actually PR'd twice in this session, and I'm going to get to the technical analysis of that as we watch those, but, time is definitely winding down on this, and I have one more productive week of training left, and I did not anticipate my knee being such a problem. With that being said, this is a great example of the importance of rest. And if you haven't checked out the basics of strongman or the strongman theory, I talk about the importance of rest through that series. And structuring programs and things of that nature, but I was not able to have a proper rest leading into this prep, and I think that that's a bit of what we're seeing. So with these sets getting a little heavier, we're going to get into the analysis now. So there's 273 for a triple. Felt explosive, felt strong. It was the first time I've really used my legs much in the last week or two. 323, looking way better than earlier in the training cycle. My left knee is doing considerably better, generating a lot of force. I'm able to I didn't realize how much I was leaning on my right leg, so using both legs helps considerably. Imagine that. We got 363 for a single. That was a PR at the time, but it was also a little shaky, a little all over the place. It was kind of a large jump. I went to 373, and that was a PR single. I missed the second repetition. I think if I were really dialed in, I could hit that second rep, but I was happy to leave it there. Backed up to 363, and this is where some inconsistency comes in. I actually missed the first rep because it was a little too far out front. You can see me step forward, chasing the bar. I say, okay, I'll give it another go. Do the exact same thing out front. Okay, I just laugh it off and give myself 2 or 3 minutes of rest, and gonna get a little rowdy and go for a double here. And I actually wind up getting the double. You can see that it's forward again. I shift to the balls of the feet, and there's the double for the PR. I am noticing that I'm shifting forward a bit. That might be a limited range of motion in my dorsiflexion in that left leg. It could be several things, but at this point, I'm really more concerned about mitigating injuries, reducing chance of injuries, and just preparing for the day of the contest, showing up healthy, making sure I can give it my best effort. I believe if I am healthy, then I should be able to lift whatever I need to lift. And we have some breathing incline press, the 315. I was really hoping for like a set of 4. I did not get that, so I just backed all the way down to 275. At this point, I do think my triceps must have been a little burnt. I was unable to get as many repetitions with that 315 incline as I wanted, but I did get some PRs earlier in the training session, and I'll take a PR anytime I can get it, so hard to be upset with that. We got some lateral raises followed by some kickbacks, and then a very silly picture of me in Astoria, Oregon, standing where Arnold Schwarzenegger stood in the Kindergarten Cop film. I also included some footage from the morning after this training session. So after this training session, I wound up headed over to my friend's house, Ben Rice, and we hung out and played some video games and laughed, ate some good food. He showed me the video game Hollow Knight, and he was rolling. He was laughing so hard about all the times that I was dying, because that game is, for anybody who knows what game that is, it's can be quite a frustrating game. But anyway, getting into the farmers picks and holds right here. I showed up, and Lucas was doing some farmers picks and holds and offered for me to hop in. I was like, sure, why not? We started at like 255 and then went to 345 and then went to 435, and I was laughing right there because I barely held it for 6 seconds. And then we shifted down to 305, did a 30-second hold or 40-second hold, something like that, and called it good. So that's the whole training session from this day, from this trip over to Dungeon Strength RX. And if you guys are curious about that gym, they're located in Federal Way, Washington. That is just south of the Seattle area and just north of the Tacoma area. So it's one of the best gyms in the area, and it is, I mean, it's just littered with people that are experts on training, nutrition, and strongman. You know, the one of the people that you saw in the background of this video is actually Erin Murray, who is a world champion herself. So awesome gym, love going there anytime I can. I should be able to visit once or twice before the upcoming lift on April 22nd. And I guess the last plug I'm going to give real quick is, if you haven't checked out the basics of strongman or the strongman theory, please do so. Those are playlists on my channel. It's where I talk about getting into strongman, and then I also talk about some of the intricacies of competition in strongman. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.